All right, so welcome to another, and if you're wondering why I'm saying another, this is going to be at least the third video that we have done outside in the past 2 years. And it's just such a beautiful day. We've been cooped up inside for so long. I just figured we would take the opportunity to enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the fresh air and take your exercise outside for a little bit. Today we're actually going to be making use of a porch. This isn't really a porch, it's steps. So if you're outside and you have steps or a porch, perfect equipment to use. If you don't want to go outside, you can still do the same exercises at home inside if you have stairs, or if you have an exercise bench, or even if you don't have a bench at all, you can pretty much do every single one of these exercises straight on the floor. It's just the stair adds a little bit of interest, adds a little bit more difficulty, and you know, it just kind of makes it fun. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. This exercise today that we are doing, we're just going to do complete core. It's going to be timed, so we are going to do 30-second intervals with these core exercises, and we'll do the bench, on the ground. We're going to pretty much use this as from every angle that we can. 30 seconds each, all out, and we'll see how many rounds we can get. All right, as normal, don't do anything that doesn't feel good. Don't do anything that feels unsafe for you. Don't do anything if you don't 100% understand what I'm asking you to do, or if you don't 100% feel safe doing it, then please don't do it. I don't want you to get hurt. These videos are to help you be healthy and fit, not to hurt you. So, please listen to your body and don't do anything that hurts. Also, I will point out, we are outside, so we can't make the world be quiet. So you get a little entertainment with things that are going around. So let's get started. I'm going to show you our first exercise. It's 30 minutes each. It is a bear climber. I love bears. You know I love bears. So here's what it is. I don't need that mat because my knees are not going to be touching the ground. So we're going to come into a bear position. So your shoulders are over your knee, your shoulders are over your hands, your knees are bent, and they're hovering on the bench. And then we're just going to go down and up. Okay? And you know what? That is not concrete. That's some gray mossy stuff. Okay, so you know the perils of doing things outside. So abs are nice and tight, your knees are nice and low, and here we go. So it's 30 seconds down and up. Now the idea here is to switch leads, okay, and keep your body still. So no rocking around, no swaying or anything like that. Keep everything nice and still and nice and control. Use your core to stay in control. We're almost there. See, that's not so bad. Yeah, I think I got that moss off my hands. Good. Relax for me. Little stretch. We're going to flip it around now and have a seat on the step. And we're going to do some nice little knee tucks. So you're going to sit on those bones in the bottom of your butt, and we're going to pull up and back. Pretty simple. Just make sure you don't sit back against the step. All right, so set it up, and here we go. In and out. All right, think about that hip to the rib, crunch, smashing your abs kind of like an accordion. Smash and squeeze. All right, really nice and tight with that core, but make sure you're getting a stretch and a crunch, and you're not just doing all these hip flexors. Okay, and that'll do it. 30 seconds goes by so fast. We're going to come down to the ground now. I'm going to come over to the side so you can see what I'm going to do. So you're down on the ground and your feet are on the step. Now the step here is primarily, it would help if I had my timer. The step is primarily your goal. You want to touch the step. So we're just gonna do a basic crunch, but we're reaching for the step as we come up. That's gonna help make your crunches a little bit stronger because you're reaching beyond, all right? So set yourself up and crunch. So reach, making sure again that you get that rib cage coming to that hip bone, okay? And you can put a hand behind your head. I mean, obviously don't strain yourself, but we're reaching towards that step just so you can get that little extra lift, that little extra crunch. Again, smashing and tightening that core just like it's an accordion. Almost there. 30 seconds, so fast. Awesome. Come up. I know it's up and down, so you get a lot of movement with this as well. So we're going to do a decline plank. So we're here at the step again. We're going to walk ourselves out and we're going to come into a plank here. Straight line from the shins all the way up to the head. Now you can hold here. Shoulders are over the wrists. And or you can lift that leg. All right, you got options. Take them. Set it up and go. Now the idea here is to keep your body in a nice straight line. That core is engaged. Those hips are lifted. Don't sway. So you might want to take your eyes down and look to make sure that you're in a straight line and that you haven't dropped your hips. Awesome. Relax. Okay, we're going to do all 4 of those exercises one more time. So now that we've done them, I don't really have to talk about them. Let's just go to them. So let's get into that bear crawl, all right? Set it up, nice and tight, and go. Stay nice and firm, nice and strong. Core is engaged. Neck is long. Make sure that you switch hands. So we do this twice. So I know it's the second time, and now I'm telling you, you could have done one side and then the other second time around, but maybe if you do this again, huh? Awesome. Good job. Flip it over. We got those crunches. No, we don't. We have those knee tucks. Ooh. Set it back. Pull it in. Pull it in. Now, you can hold on to the bench if you want to. You cannot hold on. You can add a little bit of arm. Just make sure that you are engaging that core. Almost there. Squeeze it. Nice. Now we go down for the crunch. So set yourself up. Flip it. Set it. Time it. And go. So you're reaching up. And I actually like to kind of touch and pause. Really make sure that you get that top lift and hold it just for a second. Because really, truthfully, it's almost at the top of that contraction that you're really getting the work. Make sure you're using your core. Awesome. That's done there. Come on up, flip it over. We've got that plank, and then we're down one round. And then we have 2 groupings to go. Set it up. It's hard to set it up and start the timer at the same time, but it's okay, I can multitask. Here we go. Keep the body straight. Keep that core engaged. Your hips are going to want to drop. Your shoulders are going to want to drop. Don't let that happen. All right, awesome. That is block 1. So here's block 2. All right, we're going to do another bear. just because I love bears. But this time the bear is going to be down here. So we're here in our bear, and we're going to go down and up. Can you see my feet? So I'm stepping up and down onto the bench. Keep your hands and keep your weight over your hands. Keep that core nice and tight. So set it up, good bear, and then we're just gonna go down and up. Now your weight, you're gonna wanna shift into your feet. Maybe less so because our feet are moving, but really try to keep your weight over your hands because that's where that core comes in. Back is straight, core is tight. Be careful here. Make sure that you're getting that foot up on the step safely. Awesome. Relax for me, come up onto that bench. We're going down and up if you haven't figured it out yet. So this one, we're gonna come back and we're gonna draw these little figure eights, the little infinity symbol with our knees. Or, you know what, if you're really hardcore with those straight legs, I don't know if I'm hardcore or not. Let's try it, all right? So you can draw these little figure eights with your legs. I mean, didn't we come back here to avoid that? Whew. It's okay. It's real, it's raw. Ugh. And again, go with your knees if you like. That one's hard. And relax. We're going back down on the floor. We're going back to that crunch that we did before, but this time we're gonna add a side to side to it. All right, so we're gonna angle a little bit, get some of those obliques. So back down we go, and we're gonna come up and over. Well, I can't reach it. There we go, reaching for that step. So here we go. Now I'm actually reaching for the step down here, okay? You reach for it, whatever works for you. Again, that's just a goal. It's a target that you're shooting for. It's gonna help you get a better contraction. Keep that belly tight, nice and firm. Awesome, that'll do it. Come on up. Side plank with a hip drop. That's lovely. So we're gonna come up. I'm moving my mat because the step is wet. Normally you wouldn't have to do that. So we're gonna come here onto our side into a nice side plank, and we're gonna lift and lower. Now, if you don't wanna lift and lower, you don't have to lift and lower. You could just hold the side plank. Really doesn't matter to me. All right, so down and up. Shoulder is above the elbow. All right, and we're spreading that hand. Make sure that your hips are square along with your shoulders. Down, contract. Down, contract. All right, you're contracting with this lower side, your lower side. Down and up. Good job. Now, elegantly switch sides. That was not so elegant, but you know what? You're home, you're working out on a porch. There's not that much elegance to it, right? So set yourself up, down and up. Square those hips forward. I have my top leg slightly in front of my bottom leg because your hips are going to naturally want to roll out. So having that leg in front sort of helps keep that hip from rolling back. Crunch here at the side, crunch, stretch and crunch. All right, that'll do it. Excellent job. Somehow figure out how to get out of that. Maybe by the second go around, I'll figure out how to do it nicely, but I'm not gonna hold out much hope. We're coming back down. We've got those bears. We're gonna do all of that again. Almost done, folks. Quick, to the point core work. Set yourself up for the bare toe taps. So here we go. Now, you can alternate which foot goes up and which foot goes down. Or since we're doing these twice, you could have done one lead, the opposite. I don't really care. I'm gonna walk out a little bit. There we go. I like that a little better. Make sure that your foot is getting up on that step though. All right, I don't want anybody falling. Come on down. Because that would just ruin the whole point of the exercise, wouldn't it? Give me those infinity circles or figure eights, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna scoot in the center. So here's our infinity. And I'm gonna find my happy place, okay? I'm gonna go to my happy place in my head while I do these so I could get them done. Whoo, whoo, whoo. Relax. All right, we're coming back down, crunches, and then those planks, and then we've got one more round to go after that. So we are running through ever so quickly. Those crunches, please cross it over, over, and over. Now your goal, I'm touching with both hands, but you really get a better cross if you make sure that that opposite hand touches the opposite side. My step is a little weirdly placed, so I'm going in between. However, you know, if you have a normal step or a chair, or you can be doing these on the floor. You just want a good contraction. Relax for me, please. All right, so final round. We got 4 more exercises, 30 seconds each. So what is that? 1, 2, 4 more minutes to go. So we're gonna start off the bench again, doing a nice little mountain climber. Remember, if you don't have a step, you don't have to use a step. You can do mountain climbers, you can do all of these on the floor. However, here's where we are here, and I want you to come up. Now on this mountain climber, I actually do want you to round your back, okay? So think about that hip bone to the rib cage. Nice round back so we get a good contraction, okay? So set it up for me. Now you can go as fast or as slow as you want. I'm kind of going medium because I want that roundness. I want that contraction. Push your weight over your hands. Almost there. All right, and relax. Come up, have a seat. You have to come to one of my classes sometime and hear my whole dissertation about the difference between mountain climbers as stabilizers and mountain climbers as contractions. We're here, we're gonna do a nice little seated crisscross. Now you have 2 options here. Feet on the floor, lift up, or feet hover, okay? Whichever one works for you. I'm fairly close to the end of this bench. I'm afraid I'm gonna fall off. So I'm actually tapping down each time just to keep me from sliding off and jamming my tailbone. But if you have a bigger stairway, or if you're doing this on the floor, you don't have to worry about it. Nice little contraction. I wasn't contracting, was I? No. Rib cage to hip, rib to hip. Relax. All right, we're back on the floor for crunches, then side planks, and then we are one more time around. So we're coming back down. We're back to here again. Now this time we're gonna do a double crunch. So the bench is pretty much here. Tap, whoops, tap and crunch, tap and crunch. Okay, so that gives you a stopping point for your core. So double crunch, here we go. Now you can have your hands behind your head if you like. but I'm actually reaching towards my feet, because we tend to, when we do a double crunch, think all about the legs and not about the actual abs crunching. So I'm reaching towards my feet to make sure that I contract my abs. There's a wasp. That's lovely. And that'll be it. All right, come up out of that. We have a side plank, left and right, and then we're gonna do all of that again, and then we will be done. So this time in the side plank, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in this lovely little side plank. All right, remember how I asked you to set it up? We're gonna reach, we're gonna open and dive. The greater your range of motion, the greater muscles you're gonna recruit. So, you know, whatever works for you. You can also do this with a knee down, okay? You can also do it on the floor. So here we go. Reach up and open and contract. Open and contract. So you see I have my top foot out in front of me again, all right? I'm really trying to keep my hips square. Open and contract. Make sure that shoulder stays over the elbow. It's going to want to move forward. One more. Whew, good job. Come out of that as safely as possible. Flip. Set it up. Nice and tight. And here we go. Open and say hello to the wasp. And open and contract. Nice rotation. Open and rotate. Almost done. Yeah, there's that little nest right up there. 3. That's it. Relax. We've got one more round to go, and then we can call ourselves done. So set up for those mountain climbers. I want to say hurry, hurry, but it's time. So we can only go as fast as time will allow us. But here we go. So nice contraction. Round the spine. And try to touch that knee to the elbow. Okay? So this is a mountain climber with a crunch. It's not a stabilizing mountain climber. Weight stays over the hands. I was sliding back. And that'll do it. Relax for a second, come up, have a seat. Not there. Well, you know, we could do it there. Set up for that crisscross. Set it. And go. Ugh. Now I could do this all day. All right? Activate the core. So really get a contraction here. So pay attention. Make sure you're putting the effort in. Cross and cross, cross. And that'll do it right there. Almost done, folks. Down to the floor or the ground, whatever you have available. We've got that double crunch. So set up, or I guess lay it down, really. And crunch it up. Now again, make sure that you're getting that upper crunch as well as the legs, okay? Because honestly, your legs moving aren't really doing much unless you put that pelvis into it. So really reach with those arms and get that crunch. The step is actually too far away for me to be able to touch, but you want to be close enough to the step where you can touch it. And relax. We've got those side planks, and then you got a cool down, and then we're done. We're actually not going to do the cool down. We'll do it the same way we did the warm up, non-existent. So we've got those plank divers for me, please. Set it up, square it up, hit it, open, and rotate. Open and rotate. Stay over your shoulders. Open. Almost there, y'all. That's it on that side. Come out of that. Ooh, that's the best one yet. By the time I get done, I'll have figured out how to get out of this move. Set it up for me. Reach and rotate. Reach and rotate. Keep that core engaged. Keep those hips and shoulders in good alignment. Open and close. Almost. And come out. All right, so quick and easy, short little core workout for you there. Make sure you cool down afterwards. Walk around the house, move around, do another exercise video, do something. Don't just stop cold. Keep moving, stretch it out. Thanks for participating in this. I hope you enjoyed it. And you'll have a great day. Go outside, get some fresh air, and enjoy this beautiful weather.